Hello everyone, welcome back. Repetition. We teachers know how important repetition is in a class and how difficult it is to work with it in a meaningful way, having our students experiment and actually use the linguistic items we want them to work with. So in that sense, games are an awesome choice. There are countless different games you can use in a classroom to turn that boring and meaningless repetition into something that really engages the students. We can use stinky cards, we can use dominoes, we can use memory games. So today we are going to show you how to use Rouba Monte. Do you know how to play it? So, in order to play Rouba Monte, you must first decide what kind of language you want your students to work with. Or, if you prefer, you want them to repeat. But it has to be interesting. It can be anything from lexical items like nationalities, professions, or grammar points like simple present, simple past, going to. You decide. Once you have decided what kind of linguistic item you want your students to work with, mind the number of students involved, because to play this game, you need students to have in their hands from 10 to 15 cards, plus another 4 cards that are going to be used on the table. We are going to explain that later. It is also important to remember that each linguistic item that you chose must appear a minimum of 4 times during the game, meaning 4 of the same cards in the sets you are going to prepare. So, let's say for example that we are going to practice simple present. So in our deck, the action play soccer or watch TV must appear a minimum of 4 times, whether you choose to have pictures and pictures or pictures and definitions, the word and the picture, it's up to you. Now, for the real game, for a quick match, I'm going to join Marta. Let's go! This game may be used with just 2 players or a group of people. Today we are going to play as 3 players. So each of us is going to have 10 cards, and then we also need 4 cards to be placed on the table face up for a total of 34 cards. Remember, this is the minimum amount of cards suggested to play with 3 players. We decided to work with 8 different actions, simple present, and frequency adverbs. The objective of the game is to have the largest number of cards in one's pile.
Decide whether to work with a big group or with small groups. But remember, the idea is to have from 3 to 7 players maximum. Let's see how it works. Create your deck of cards, taking into consideration the number of students you have in class and the number of items you would like to work with. But remember, you need to have a minimum of 4 cards for each language item, okay?
Then, have your students shuffle the cards and then choose 4 different cards. It may be the word or it may be the picture. It's up to you. So you're going to choose 4 different cards and place them on the table at the center of the circle of players you have, face up. Then distribute the other cards, the rest of the cards, among students evenly. Think of a way of doing so without wasting too much time.
Bear in mind that an image is worth 1,000 words. That is, showing and experimenting with the students, it's always better than just explaining. So instead of stating the rules of the game for the students, try playing with them 1 or 2 rounds so that the students get the rules and understand the game and the gist of it. And be sure to make clear for them what kind of language they need to use during the game.
Once the cards have been handed out among players, give them some time to arrange and organize their cards in their hands, grouping the same cards they have. Also remember, they have to keep their hands to themselves. It's playtime. To start off, we want our players to use, repeat, I, the frequency adverb, and then the action. For example, I always go to the beach.
Let's start playing. All the cards have been distributed among the players, and there are 4 different cards at the center of the group. So, the players have arranged their hands, and now I'm gonna be the first player to play, so I'm gonna check my cards and take a look and check if I have a pair, a card that is similar to the one that is at the center. So, in fact, I do have here the I play soccer. So I'm gonna get my card and I'm gonna place it at the top of the card that has play soccer and which is at the center, and I'm gonna say my sentence using the frequency adverbs. I never play soccer. When I do that, I'm gonna snatch this pile and put this pile now in front of me, because now this is my pile. And now it's the next player, Diego, turn to play.
Okay, so let's see. Here we have go shopping, travel, read, and then play soccer. So I have 4 possibilities to try to snatch one of these actions using our target language. So I'm going to check my hand to see if I have anything that matches.
Always having in mind that if the objective is to have the highest or the largest number of cards, if he has the play soccer, which is my pile, it would be better for him to snatch my pile and use the play soccer. But I don't know his card.
Okay, so I seldom travel. So this is now mine. Now it's Renata's turn.
Hi, I'm Renata. I'm gonna get this one. I never play soccer.
Now it's my turn, and I can say that I usually travel, and then I'm gonna snatch Diego's pile, and now it's mine. Go, Diego.
Okay, so it's my turn again. And you have travel, go shopping, and read.
Play soccer there.
Oh, yeah. But I want your pile. So, I have another one here. Travel. So, I seldom travel. So the pile is mine again.
Hey, I sometimes travel. Now I'm going to snatch Diego's pile and I'm going to put it on the top of my pile. And now all this is mine.
My turn. Well, I do not have travel, which is Renata's pile. Diego has no pile, and there are 2 spots here, one with go shopping and read. I don't have either of them. So I'm gonna use another card, another action verb, and place it on one of the blank spots that we have at the table. I seldom swim.
So now we have go shopping, ride a bike, swim, watch TV, read, and swim again. So I don't have any of these cards. So this is another situation. So all the 4 spots here are taken. So what I can do is I can get one of my cards here, and then I can place it on top of one of these 4 spots. So I choose any of them, and then I sometimes play soccer.
I don't have any card to snatch other people's piles, but I have a card from my own pile, and I'm going to place it on my own pile. I seldom swim.
If you want, you can change a little bit, and instead of demanding from students that they use the full sentence saying the frequency that they do something, you can ask them to use questions. So for example, Renata, how often do you swim? And now this pile is mine. How often do you swim, Renata?
I never swim.
Okay, go Diego, your turn.
Okay, so Alright, so how often do you ride a bike, Martha?
I never ride a bike. Go, Renata.
I never ride a bike because I can't ride a bike. So I'm going to snatch Diego's pile. And now it is mine. Diego, how often do you ride a bike?
I sometimes ride a bike.
Game over. Diego has one pair, Marta has two pairs, and I have the largest amount of cards. I won the game.
Important thing to remember, set a time, otherwise the game can go for too long, okay? Well, that's it. We hope you enjoyed the game and you can use your creativity and use it a lot. Please tell us how it went, okay?
That's it. Thank you, Renata, for being here today and helping us with the game. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, share this content with your friends, and like our page on Facebook as well. That's all for today, guys, so we see you around. See you next time.
Bye!
Bye.